Hello friends, in this video I'm going to talk about how to file your income tax returns online for the financial year 2017 and 18 or assessment year 2018 and 19. This is only for salaried employees who have their form 16 and who use ITR-1 to file their income tax return, that is the salary is less than 50 lakh rupees only. Okay, so the reason why I've made this video is if you look at the online application form to file your IT returns, it is slightly different from all the previous years, at least from last couple of years. So in last year or the year before that, if you see, all you had to do is copy the values from your form 16 onto the online application form. But this year, there's a slight change in the format in which the data is being requested from you. I struggled a lot and I thought I'll make a video to help people like me who are struggling to file your income tax return. Okay. Now let's get started. Now the first value that is being requested from the income tax department is salary. It says salary excluding all allowances, perquisites and profits in lieu of salary. Now if you look at your form 16, this is nowhere mentioned in your form 16. Now thing to note is there is no change in the format in which the data is being provided to salaried class employees in their form 16. It is still in the same format in which we used to receive all these years. Okay, so this is something that we need to calculate. It is not available in your form 16. The first value is nothing but your basic salary. So all you have to do is open your pay slip, find out what your basic salary was for each month, right from April 2017 to March 2018. Now, if you had any salary hikes, then there will be a change in your basic salary. If not, I would expect it will remain same. Okay, basic salary is only a small part of our overall take home salary. So all you have to do is copy that value and add it for the whole year. So when you add it, you'll get a value. That is what has to go in this first row. Okay. So if you look at it, the value that I should be putting here is 1,85,620. So I'll put that value here at 20. Okay. Now what is the second value? Second value says allowance not exempt. Okay. Now this again, if you look at your form 16, nowhere this value is mentioned directly, but you'll use the value that is there in this form 16 to calculate that value. Now I put a small formula sheet which you can use to calculate this value. Now allowance not exempt is salary as per provision contained in section 17(1). Now this value you will get in your form 16. Then the second thing is your basic salary for your financial year 2017 and 18. This is something we just now calculated. And the third value that you would need to calculate this value is allowance to the extent exempt US 10. This again you would get from your form 16. Now let's look at the first value, salary as per provision contained in section 17(1). Now where is this? This value is right here in form 16. So just copy this value to your Excel sheet. Now your basic salary is something that you just now calculated. So this is the value. So you have it here already. Then the third thing is allowance to the extent exempt US bar 10. Okay. Now if you look at this, there are two values here. So I need to add both these values. So if you have more, you will have more rows here. If not, some of you will only have conveyance exemption if you have not claimed HRA. Some of you might not have conveyance. So just look at what you have here and you need to put whatever is the value here. So in my case, I'll have to add both these values to get the total amount. So it is 19,200 plus 76,039.20. So it would be 95,239.20. Now what does the formula say? You have to subtract. Okay, first, so this value will be this minus this plus this. Now hit enter. So this is the value that should actually go into this row, allowance not exempt 446. So I'll just copy this value and paste it there. Yeah. Okay, now value of perquisites. Now this is a value that is available directly in your form 16. So just look at your form 16. It would be written here value of perquisites. So this is 0 here. That is the reason why I put 0 there. If you have some value there, just put that value. Then the next row, the data that is requested is profit in lieu of salary. This again is available in your form 16. Just go to your form 16, copy whatever value you have here to this box. Now deductions. Deduction is again something that is available in your form 16. So if you look at, see here, there's one section which says deduction. Now in my case, the only deduction that I have is rupees 2,400 rupees. And that is my tax on employment. Now look at your form 16, and if there are more values, right? The aggregate of this is also mentioned in section 5. Okay, look at this row and copy this value and put it here. Okay, now once you do that, you will this will be auto calculated. This is not something that you can put in. So all these years, at least the previous couple of years, the website or the online application form used to ask for this particular value, but this is now being calculated based on the input that you have provided in all these sections. So this is one change from the previous year. Now what is the other change? Other changes, now if you go to tax paid and verification section, there are there is some value that is being requested here. Okay, now this is more for reporting purposes. Now what is it that you need to mention here? You need to mention two things. Now if you look at these two values, these are allowances that are exempted from tax, right? So I need to clearly mention why am I claiming these deductions. Okay, now HRA exemption comes under section 13A. Okay, so you have to select that value, select that field and put the amount of value that you have in exemption. Okay, so this is an amount that I copied directly from here. Then the other thing that you need to put in is conveyance exemption. Now conveyance exemption comes under section 14. So what all I do is I'll copy this, select this row and put my value. Okay, now if you have more here, then you will have to find out under which section it comes. Now if it doesn't fall under any of this section, there's another section called any other. You will have to provide the reason, a description of why you are claiming this deduction, and put the value here. Now this is the only change from the previous years. So I thought I'll make this video to help everyone else who is struggling like me. Okay, so I think that is it. Thank you for watching.